morning, everybody. We got a little pool shoot today. Finally, a regular pool, a regular 20 by 40 rectangle pool. Nothing special, so shouldn't be too terrible. We have a special guest pumping with us today. It is the man who taught me pretty much everything to get started. You know, the one who got me into this. With my wife almost ready to pop, we got a second operator here just in case I do have to leave. Then he can run the pump. It's his old pump, so I know he knows how to run it. And we'll pick his brain a little bit. Must be a pretty nice day. Be about 75, 78 degrees and sunny. So not bad, not bad. But we will see you guys when we get there. I don't usually use slick pack, but I figured since you're here, I might as well.
Represent. We gotta represent. We're at even more. Caleb.
Oh, look at that. He came prepared to work. Yeah, look at my wear plate.
You're leaking pretty good, holy shit.
I put that thing on there this year.
You had a brand new one when you started too.
Yep. Yummy. All right, you can fill it up. Oh, I gotta do my water box, but that's okay. Put the vibrator on. Got a remote controller. Ready? Morning. We're ready. We can prime the sucker out. You ready? You got air? No air. There we go. get here as early as I like, so when I showed up, it was go, 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 get ready. Primed out, no problems, slick back. That's the slick back god. I'm talking 350, 400, 450 feet with a slick pack. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Unbelievable. We'll talk with him in a little bit. I wet it up a little bit. Started to do donut holes. See if it makes a difference. Yeah.
Like that. We just had something like that happening when it was the remote. The remote was failing. I don't know. I'm thinking about switching brands.
Arcom remotes. You're talking a couple of YouTubers, 2,200 feet this guy got away from his pump and he can still pump. This thing, I was 60 foot away. I had a concrete wall this tall. I was standing right behind it. Fucking shut off 60 feet away. No, Arcom. I mean, the remote is waterproof. They advertise that you can run over it with a semi and it won't break. It's good up to like 1 meter worth of water, 3 feet in water.
We have 2 extras, and there's always one at that place gets fixed. And you can't get it fixed without getting paperwork.
Yeah, Arcom. I would go with Arcom.
I want to see if that's what my guy sent me. That's what he's
Arcom.
Like, can I get one of those, boss?
Yeah, that's Scott Sutherland. That video. I know that guy. Yeah, he's really big. He does a lot of high rise and shit like that in Vancouver. But yeah, that's the remote. All right, we got truck 2 here. Truck 1's all done. It took about 50 minutes. How we doing today?
Good. Yeah, the one day I don't wear your shirt.
I know. I had Dustin from Creekside.
Oh, you did?
Yep. Yeah, he sent me a picture of you wearing my shirt.
Yeah, I wear it all the time because we don't have. We're supposed to get new shirts with this.
Oh, high vis on it.
Yeah. And they haven't come in yet. I hate wearing this.
Yeah, that's why I got shirts. You got 7 yards?
Yeah, how much water did she add?
We didn't add any off the bat.
Really?
Yep. And then we added about... No, that looks all right.
You want to go with that?
Yeah, we'll run with that for a little bit. Let's push the chute that way just a little bit. Right there, yep. Oh, we need the nozzle, man. Hey, there's no brakes.
No brakes.
No brakes.
Yeah, when we were talking about that, it was just probably 4 years ago. Just stand there, I'm halfway through my second truck on a hot tub, and I hear, and I ran up there, I looked at the water box, it was empty.
Oh.
And I went unfucking-believable. Filled it. 4 months later, I had to do the cup. Cut the life of the cup, you know, down to
significantly.
If it would have been one of my guys, I would have fucking called him a dumbass.
Well, I've done that too, though. But it's been like, it was like 2 or 3 yards, and I was like, I was walking by, and then I just like looked in there, and I'm like, oh fuck.
So my guy Joe, he ain't dumb, but you have the upgraded radiator. I had one pump that still didn't have it, and it was leaking like a sieve. Called my radiator guy, he says I can get right on it. We pulled the radiator, and he's older guy, broke his hip. Fuck, all winter, last winter, no radiator, so it was sitting there. Got the radiator back this spring, I want to install the pump. Put it in, but it just wouldn't turn over. Pulled the starter, and I tried advancing it, and it'd only go this far each way. They call it liquid lock, or fluid lock to them. I did everything I could, I brought it into joint, then we're gonna have to pull the head, investigate. He never plugged the holes, and a fucking chipmunk went all the way up, and sat on top of the piston and made a hole. There was walnuts and a pile of shit. I called my guy. First of all, I was saying, did you run just pure water? You know, because it was leaking. He said, I would never do that, because that would have meant it froze and cracked it. He said, I would never do something so stupid. I call him, I go, yeah, I found out what's wrong with it. He goes, chipmunk crawled in there, because you didn't put a t-shirt in there. Oh, that's fucking funny, man. It's $10,000. It has to be $10,000.
That's funny, huh?
That's pretty funny, ain't it, man?
Let's pump a little bit. I put delay set in there because we got that done in like a half hour. Really? Yeah. All right. I'll explain what we did. So this is a 49-yard pool shoot, supposedly. So we have 49 yards on order. We were doing a 7-yard load, so that's 7 trucks, 7 yards, 49 yards. They set it up for hour spacing, which I said that's way too long. Oh, next truck's here. So we got done with this truck in like a half hour, like 30 minutes to pump this truck out. It went awesome. So we threw some delay set in there because I didn't know how long it was going to take for the next truck to come, because they said an hour, and we got that done in a half hour. So I sprinkled in a half pack of delay set, and we mixed it all in there. Oh. Ooh, already starting to get a little hard there in the corners. Break that stuff off. There. That's nice. Look at that fancy hair. You're ready for work today, huh?
I just comb it.
It's comb it. You got 7?
7, yep.
Let's give it 7. Just do 5. Backup operator is running the nozzle right now. Since we got a backup operator, I might have to get down in there and run the nozzle for a little bit. I have maybe a total of 10 minutes of nozzle time in my life over the course of the numerous tours. So might have to hop on there today since I got someone to run my pump for me. Fucking sun right in my eye. Oh, look at that. That was nice. We have been having a little issue where it doesn't plug up, it just kind of pressures out. And I've noticed on the driver's side cylinder that the pressure it never stops. So usually when you're pumping, you know, you'll go up to like 2,500 PSI and it'll sit there. And then it will shift and then go up to 2,500 PSI and sit there. Well, when it goes to the driver's side cylinder, it'll go up to 2,500 and then slowly keep rising up another 100, 150 PSI. It never stops. So slowly kind of keeps building, and then all of a sudden it will just pressure out. So you just throw it in reverse, then you'll pump, and then it will slowly build up again. But you have to keep the mud, you know, a little bit more wet than normal, and then it pumps just fine. We have nothing to worry about. Yeah, you can send a little bit down. That seems all right. You got a pumper caddy. Keep that whole entire hose off the ground. It might hit the ground, but it's not gonna drag. Got the board there to keep that off there. And then we just took our pumper caddy that was on that clamp and we put it on that stake. It's not really moving too much right there. I'm not really concerned with it, but we got them, so we use them. This is truck 4. Flying through these trucks, about 30, less than 40 minutes per truck. Richard!
Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, and here's a little, if you shoot a lot of pools, or if you're shotcreting a lot of pools, and I've learned this, you want the hose to go in about right where it's at, halfway, because then you are dragging around the least amount of hose. Here you have, you know, you could pull some of the, oh, you're okay, you're okay. You could pull some of that hose out, and then you would only have 25, 30 feet you have to worry about dragging around. Obviously it works itself into the pool and then you have extra. But if you were to come off one end, like say they wanted it right here, and I said, no, we'll go in the middle, like that. You go out the end, then you have to have 40 feet of hose, 45 feet of hose in there, 50 feet almost, and then you have to drag that around all the way when you work this way and then go back around. So if you go in the middle like that, it's the least amount of hose that the guys in the pool have to worry about. And this is super easy. When we get done and they're doing the floor, we can take that hose and we'll move it to the end right out here, so then they can walk up the steps and we'll pull it straight out over here. So just a little advice if you shoot a lot of pools. Now that is luxury. We're out of mud. Hey, if you want to, you can shoot the stair until I run out of mud. That way I can scrape the inside. The next truck's here, but actually after, yeah, we'll look at you because we don't have a whole lot to do on the walls, and then we can go to the floor, and the floor we can make like a 5.5, 6. But if we're doing the walls, it's got to be like a 2.5.
Yeah, you don't want those things. Nope.
It's all right for now. We'll get going, and we might add some more. Yeah, that looks all right. Mike, you shooting? We'll probably finish this step, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of water for the floor. Yeah, after this little bit, then we're gonna make it like a 6.5, I mean a 6 slope. Put it on the floor. Wet it up now. Well, we're onto the floor. That's actually a little thicker than we still want. I mean, it's still plenty wet. We're pumping like 3 clicks faster. Yeah. 3 clicks faster and we're still under 2,000 PSI, so it's actually probably perfect. Thick enough to, you can form the cove edge there, and so yeah, wet enough to where if they have to street it, not so bad.
Can you ask the driver how many yards is this truck? They have a confusion over there. They said we got like 2 more trucks coming.
I was told, yeah, I'll go talk to him. You got a ticket? You don't?
They haven't been sending them, just the ones that are on the tablet.
Man, so I was told there's gonna be 49 yards.
I think it says 47.
Cause is your truck, you have 7 yards?
I have 7, we should have 8 left.
Cause your truck, pretty sure your truck's 7.
So it shows I got 7 yards. So I'm 42 yards total out of 50.
Okay. Okay. Hey, we have 50 on order and she's 42. So there's 1 more truck after her.
So we don't need no more concrete.
You know, we shouldn't need any more concrete then.
So we're good.
We moved the hose from over there to over here because they're gonna finish that and then they're going to come up this way and get out. So again, is it? They want more water in it. I'm thinking like 7 gallons. No more, no less. Get down in there and run nozzle. We got another operator, so watch out, amigo. Coming in. There you go. I'll run nozzle because I got someone that can run the pump. I'll run nozzle. Good content. Where do you want me to start? Right here. Finish this off and then do this side. All right. Hey. I need evidence that I actually work once in a while. All right, we're gonna go, puppy. Dude. Oh, vibrator. A little bit. Good. Oh, right there. Pump it down there. Okay. All right, I'm good on you.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too.
Pressure off.
It should be.
You got your favorite clamp too, huh?
Huh?
Your favorite blowout clamp?
Oh no, I just keep that way because sometimes if I ever have to switch a truck or something and I'm running 2 or 2.5, sometimes I'll forget that I need a 2-inch clamp to connect to the reducer. So I always keep a clamp on there so I don't forget one. Because one time I forgot one and then I remembered that I have one on my clamp or on
I got my favorite one hooked up to this all the time. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
seals up nice, easy to shut.
Was there pressure in the tank? Did you look? There might be. Let's see what we're twerking with here. Not near as bad as it usually is, that is for sure. too terrible. A lot of this stuff, I think, I could just get with a hammer. We don't have to get the chipping hammer out today. Hell yeah, doggy. We are all done with the pour. I got all washed out. As you can see, it wasn't too painless, not like usual. But we have a guest here today.
How's it going?
This is Mike. This is the guy who trained me and got me into this nonsense.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I actually thoroughly enjoy this job.
That's good.
I wake up every day with a smile on my face, knowing I'm going to go pump some concrete eventually. Yep. But he is the Fritz Pack King. This guy will prime 400 feet of line, no issues. So please, Mike, tell us the secret. How do you prime? Like when you are setting up to prime out, how do you do it?
Each bag has 2 6 or 8 ounce inner water soluble bags. I'll rip it open a little bit here, throw it in the hopper. I'll fill my hopper to just above here, 4 or 5 strokes in reverse, let it sit for a minute, get almost like taffy, and pump it down, add concrete and go. I've never had a problem. I'm surprised to hear that people have problems with it.
Yep, never had good.
Now my guys, they like to take the hose, put a little water, and rip the corner of the bag and just put a little bit in the bag, and then shoot 3, 4, 5 gallons down the hose, mist up the reducer, mist in here, add the concrete and go, and they never have any problems either.
And yeah, that floors me because I always have problems. If I ever have to use Fritz Pack, I walk and I carry my hammer with me because I know I'm going to use it. I know I'm going to use it. So, but this is the guy who also owned this pump. So, what do you think of the pump? Am I doing a pretty good job of maintenance?
I'm really impressed. Yeah, I love the decals you put on it, and hopper's clean, and she's purring like a kitten. You're obviously taking care of it. It was good to see it again, and it's a great machine. You got a good machine. I was happy to give it to you. We had her all dialed in. We gave it to you. I'm really happy it's running good for you still, because I would have felt like crap if it wasn't. But TK is a great pump, and it's perfect for your application right here.
Dan, I don't think I'll ever get rid of this one, just because there's no emissions on it.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about DEF or any of that stuff, so I will keep rebuilding this thing over and over and over again.
And there's pumps like this out here that are 30 years old still running. So.
What do you think of the setup? Do you think I got my truck set up pretty good?
I went over it when you were running the nozzle down there, which is it's impressive to get in there, because a good operator should feel what it's like to be on that end.
And I don't ever get to do that because there's no one here that I trust to hold that remote in their hand while I'm down there. I could put it in my hand too and do it, but at the same time.
I was uneasy nozzling, not having that control, because I'm always worried about a rock going in there. But no, I circled around when you were running the hose, and it looks like you did it a little bit different than the way mine was set up or is set up, and it looks like you got it really dialed in. I love the what you did in the back seat there with the shelving, and that's gonna be handy in the wintertime.
Everyone always told me, why don't you just take that back seat out? Well, I use that as a shelf too.
Yeah.
I got 2 shelves, and then I have storage underneath the seat, and I can still lift that seat up and get underneath there I got my wired remote underneath there and torque wrench if I ever need that for anything. But
and when you brought up the slick back, that more than just the priming aid, what I was telling you is that it's a pumping aid. It's great when you get out in the sticks here and you get a bad mix, and you can keep, instead of a bag of Portland, you can fit 10 bags underneath your seat in the back.
Yep, they're definitely a lot more convenient than a bag of Portland, but you're never going to pry me away from my bentonite. I can promise you that.
That's just fine. Well, you just taught me something new today with the bentonite.
Yeah, I just taught him to coat the hopper, and I left a couple big pieces over here. I'll show you guys. I know you've seen it in a bunch of my videos, but I had to show him that the bentonite actually, the concrete adheres to the bentonite, not to the hopper. So we have a big old tacky layer of bentonite on there, and I didn't even have to use the air hammer today. This was a quick couple taps with the hammer, and this one was underneath the S tube, as you can see.
So I'm blown away by that. And this old dog, new tricks. 30 years I've been shotcreting. I've used a tube of grease down there. I've used dirt. I'm gonna try this out. I'm really impressed with that, and I see how easy it was to get it all out of there. So
yep.
Yeah, old dog, new tricks. I'm gonna give it a shot.
So, well, thanks for coming down and backing me up just in case I had to go to the hospital today.
Somebody's expecting a baby. Congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best with that.
Thank you. So,
Pump on.
it was a pleasure pumping with you again.
Take care.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna clean the rest of my stuff up and get on out of here. It's Friday. It's beer 30. So, like, share, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Actually, I lied. We're not done yet. See that? I don't know if you see it off in the distance. We got a boom. And I know that guy. We're gonna go say hi.